Good evening, everyone. It is March 9th, 2023. I will not be trading tomorrow, but I wanted to briefly go over what we had today. Now, coming into this week, what did we have last week? Again, we had this demand zone, caught a bit off of it. Someone was sitting on this all week where we were making lower highs, lower lows every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They got squeezed and they got trapped below 39.75, which gave us that continuous bid. Longs distributed at the highs. We had a shift in the monthly point of control, which gave that sell into monthly VWAP around 4,000. We ended up holding that extreme at 39.75, again, where those shorts were trapped. Whoever was short, they were trapped there. We got a bid off of them. The trapped shorts were bidding to close. And we ended up closing right at the highs of this sort of balance here from this, Tuesday end of day, overnight, and then Wednesday RTH. And I was saying that I wanted to see us open outside of value area high or around where we closed at 95-ish and really start cleaning out this bar. And instead, what happened was we sold off a weekly VWAP around 40.17-ish. I was offered at 40.20s. And then we got that move down below. And I was saying that throughout the day, I'd been noting that if we, let's see if this shows up on here. I don't know how many times I got to click. There we go. I was noting that if we got into yesterday's value area, it was going to get ugly. And that's what happened. When we got inside this blue line, that's value area high from yesterday. Once we got inside there, that's when the sell-off really started. I was saying they don't want to lose 81.82, this little red zone, and there were some bids there. But after that, we flushed 70s. I was looking for 45 to 50 to trade. I was thinking we would hold it, so I took a long. But instead, we ended up continuing to flush. We broke last week's low, which is also the low of the month at 39.31. And we ended up coming down to 39.09. Quite a large sell-off. So usually I'd be giving you guys a plan for tomorrow, but I'm not going to be trading tomorrow. I don't like that it's after some huge liquidation. TradingView, as you can see, has rolled over early. NFP is pre-market. I think this is just a mess. I can give you my general thoughts, which is that we have last month's low. I want to go to the RTH for a second. We have last month's low at 39.47.50. That's also where value area low from today is sitting. So what I generally want to see is buyers get around this 47 number and start cleaning it up towards 70 to 75. Now I doubt we get over that. You've got settlement lows at 71.75. You've got the monthly close at 72. You've got that 95% value area from February at 39.73-ish. I don't think we're going to really get much above 70. So if I was trading this, I'd be looking to short somewhere between 70 to 75. And I'd be looking to take longs from 48 or so. If you're really aggressive, you could start looking for longs from about 31 or 32. Where I think there's a good chance instead it kind of drips around or takes some time churning before it can actually start getting a bid and move up. And to the downside, I just don't want to play it. I would not want to be looking for longs. I know I've got this 0175 and all that, but if we zoom out again, what's below here, below this high time frame pivot zone, is this balance area. And I mentioned it, I think, the week prior, which is that I wasn't too interested in trading once we get near this. Because when you're on the edge of such a high time frame balance, it's very hard to be precise with an entry intraday. You've got such high time frame variables in effect. So anyway, actually one last thing. I want to note something. Let's take off everything. Look at this. Back in August of last year, we had this accumulation, run up, move back down, backfill, sell hard. Same thing we had here. This accumulation, run up, sell off, backfill, sell hard. So what I'm looking for is for us to eventually get into where we accumulated this stuff around December and January around 38.30. But anyway, that's how I'm looking at this. I think eventually we'll be making our way down to 38.30. For now, I'm not too sure if we do that tomorrow, and I'll be hands off Just with all that news and everything, I don't want to get involved. So ideally, buyers managed to get back inside last week's range, get back inside last month's range, and start cleaning it up towards 39.75. And sellers hopefully are able to keep it below 39.75. And then next week we can look to get into that 38.88, into this sort of December balance overall, and get into that 38.30. Hope that helps. No specific levels or plans for tomorrow, just a general idea. Hope that helps. And if I do have any changes to this or a more specific plan, that'll be posted to Twitter pre-market. Have a good night and trade safe.